Tony Furtado, I like it. Hello!
Howdy. Good to see you guys.
Well, we don't see them.
Kinda not, I guess.
Welcome.
To number 34. Number 34.
It's kind of a Valentine's edition, only because there's like a happy song, a happy love song, or two.
That's good. I think this is the first time we've started this where I'm not like, ah, if you guys only knew. It's pretty relaxed.
It's very relaxed.
It's pretty good.
Should we do some toasting?
Yeah, let's do a toast.
I can
Toasting.
see some
Cheer.
people are on. Good.
Oh yeah,
Hello.
we're getting some comments back in here too. We'll look at those pretty soon, but for now, let's just say
To first responders for now and evermore. Every
Yeah.
cheers for the rest of all of our lives should be to them.
definitely.
You're here.
But for now, happy Valentine's
And
Day
happy
to you all.
Valentine's Day.
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in the wrong tuning. Oh no, it's because look at my capo. It's that side diagonal tuning.
Okay, we're going to start this off with one of the, this is sincerely true, one of the only really happy love songs I've written. It's just called Wide Open. I recorded this and did a more electronic version of this on a CD called Rubber Teardrop. And this is a whole different world when you play it acoustically. So here goes. Swinging sideways in my eyes open, into your eyes wide open. You're a diamond in my heart broken, into your eyes wide open. Now you're rooted in, tangled under my skin, rope me wide open. You're the candle, I'm the curl of your smoke ring, into your heart open. I wouldn't trade a thing, into your heart open. Now you're rooted in, tangled under my skin, rock me wide open. I could climb inside. You pull my tide high. Swinging sideways into my eyes open, into your eyes wide open. You're a diamond in my heart broken, into your heart open. Now you're rooted in, tangled under my skin, rock me wide open. You are the shine on the inside. Broken me open wide. Swinging sideways into my eyes open, into your eyes wide open. Now you're rooted in, tangled under my skin, rock me wide open. Now you're rooted in, tangled under my skin, cute. It sounds like cattle in the other room, but it was some.
Hey, from Minnesota. Hey, Keith. Must be cold over there. Hey, Mom. Glad you're out there. Good to see you. Stephanie Mitchell. Good to see you. Cheers. Hey, Christine Dover. Happy Valentine's Day back at you. Good. Good to see some folks in there. Speaking of my mom, my song's next. Yep. This cable right here. We'll send this song out to my mom, my mommy. This is a newer song. Wrote it a couple years ago. Haven't recorded it yet, but probably will happen on the nearer side of not. Does that make sense? No. I wrote this after hearing my mom talk a few times or more about how it felt, how it feels to go through life right now without my pop, who passed away about 10 years ago. And I couldn't imagine being married to someone for almost 50 years, then losing them. But she says that she still feels like he's present with her, whether in her dreams or not in her dreams, and waking life. And she's not a songwriter, so I decided to go ahead and write a song from her perspective. I think I will slide on my finger, because I might do a little of that. I call it I Haven't Lost You. Turn away from the one who holds me sway. Hold me gentle, hold me tight. Stay with me all through the night. Time and time I feel your touch when this world becomes too much. Word you whisper so set my frightened heart aglow. I haven't lost you, my love. I feel you all around. Haven't lost you, my love. I feel you all around. Till I part my fragile shell, then together we will lie into the mystery we'll abide. I haven't lost you, my love. I feel you all around. I haven't lost you, my love. I feel you all around. Nice tone on these jeans.
It's the jeans.
It's the jeans.
Yeah, so pretty. Love that song.
Was it here we're gonna talk
Sure.
about someone? I think I'm gonna talk about.
I want to say hi to a few people.
Yeah.
It requires me to get like uber close to the camera and have those one of those moments where you're like, what is that person doing? Yay, good to see everybody. Hello. I just want to take a peek.
So we have a couple product sponsors tonight. Friends, both have helped us out in the past. One several times. These folks, Thomas Glace with Balboa Winery in Walla Walla. That's the one they've got us tonight.
And it's delicious.
Wonderful. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. That's the label. It is a Malbec 2019. And first time I met Thomas, I was coming through the Walla Walla area, and he hooked us up with a really nice gig. Put us up at the vineyard, as I recall. We stayed in the tasting room. This is like 2009 or 2010 or something. Proved himself a very big supporter of live music. But I think that from what I read, their philosophy is great wines are created in the vineyard, and they've got sustainable growing practices, and it's all about like the varietals and making them taste the way they should. So check them out, Balboa Winery or Vineyards.
You remind me of Gary Vaynerchuk right now. It's
Gary
good.
Vaynerchuk. Link it up.
There was a period of time we were really into him.
Yeah,
He's great.
that was good. I didn't do the wine thing.
I'm thrilled to be holding this brand new guitar.
Oh yeah.
This is
Talk about that.
this is a 1949 0018 Martin. I've always wanted a Martin, and I'm just astonished that I was gifted this from a friend of mine who lives here in Portland, who does a lot of production and shows and has done lights for me on many occasions. And her mother was a well-known folk singer in the Pittsburgh folk scene back in the 60s, and hung out with the likes of Pete Seeger and lots of huge names, which possibly means they play this guitar too. And she was a guest on Mr. Rogers, so I have a picture of her with this guitar on Mr. Rogers. So this will probably be the closest that I will ever get to Mr. Rogers. This guitar. It's like that Kevin Bacon test. Or Pete Seeger. That's probably true. Both of them. I mean, I'm probably more excited about Mr. Rogers, but Pete Seeger's up there.
He was pretty
Up
cool.
there. So anyway, I'm going to do a song that I finished during the pandemic. And actually, I finished it before the pandemic, recorded it during the pandemic. But I often find that I write ahead of things that happen in my life. I don't know it at the time. And so this feels like it goes with some of the feelings I had during the pandemic. And this is called Empire. It's on the new album. I wrote it on guitar, but then I kind of rewrote it on the piano, and now I'm back to guitar. So here it is. You can tally up your losers and your winnings, and you can trace it back to the beginning. You can tell the truth and do it till you're clean, with every tooth and nail and nothing in between. Let it fall down, let it fall down. It's just an empire, and it isn't you. Anyway, the fire burns down. You can build tomorrow.
Hey, we have a special guest, a musical guest. But I was going to quickly take a peek here
Aren't
at
you
who's chiming in.
Are you
That's
doing
good.
your banjo tunes before that?
Oh, yes, I guess
That's
so.
Yeah.
I guess there is a set list. I need to look at it. Hey, Ruth Robertson. Yeah, love the Thursday night live sessions. Thank you very much. Awesome guitar, Sadie Lamp Duo.
Thank
Cool
you.
name. Keith, sounds great. Okay, cool. Hey, glad you all are in here. I'm going to do a banjo medley. How's that? By we I mean me, I posted to give me some requests because I was trying to figure out what to do on the show tonight. So had a request for I Will, which is I guess that's a fair enough Valentine song. This is a song that obviously it's a Beatles song. I recorded it years ago. I had Alison Krauss sing it on one of my albums many moons ago. And I'm going to follow it with another banjo tune in this tuning here. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I say to the kitchen. Casey Neill. Come on out here, buddy. There's some stuff on the floor you might want to watch out for.
Okay.
So are you going to do one by yourself first?
I'm going to do one by myself, and
Alrighty.
then we'll have you up.
Well, folks, this is the inimitable Casey Neill, and we'll be talking to him in a minute, but first you're going to hear him.
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm going to play a song that's, I guess, somewhat Valentine themed. It's a love story, and it's when the lead singer of the Clash, Joe Strummer, died. The world grieved, and a number of months later, I was reading an article. It was an interview with his wife Lucinda, and she was talking about their life together in the English countryside, and she was describing how he would stay up late into the night working on music, and that she would be up early in the morning, and he would sleep long past the time that she was up and working in their yard and stuff. And she said that he was the night owl and I was the skylark, and I thought that was super beautiful, and wrote this song kind of based on it. It's sort of also about, here's this person who whose music touched people the world over, and there's an element of that where everybody feels like they sort of know that person or have a little piece of them, but really there's only one person who does. And so here it is, The Night Owl and the Skylark. The night owl said to the skylark, start. There it is. Okay, got it. The night owl said to the skylark, I have to fly over the deserts and plains, disappear into the open sky. And I'll miss the feel of the rain as it falls on the high desert plains, the scent of the wind, the damp morning dew. Most of all, I'll be missing you. Most of all, I'll be missing you. The skylark said to the night owl, the whole world sings your song, shouted from the rooftops of London, Ankara, and Hong Kong. But me, I know your heart and mind, and together we've traveled long. And I know that under your black wing is the only place I've ever belonged, the only place I've ever belonged. And the dark is your providence, and I greet the bright sun. We shape each day out of common clay, and our work is never done. The night owl said to the skylark, I won't tell you not eternal and true. I'm afraid my work here is done. My work here is done. All right, ready.
That was so beautiful.
Cool.
There's that moment of silence at the end of the songs, which is still, after all this time, really.
Alright, so I'm gonna bounce you to that chair.
I'm going to this chair.
Switch over
Yep, yep.
here.
Like really wrong, right? Do you feel that way about the silence?
Yeah, I did. Some of the live streams I did, I would have I had an iPod with like coyote sounds or frog sounds, and I
That's
just
so smart.
I do that or seagulls
So much
once.
sense. Yes,
God, I love that.
that's great.
But I also sometimes I kind of like the silence too. It's kind of like we were talking about that Nashville Songwriter Circle I was talking about earlier, where everyone sort of like the song is played and then everyone sort of sits with it and nods
Like
and
sits with
you
it.
know, I don't
Yeah,
know.
they stay with the moment.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. That was beautiful.
I'm trying to remember where we first met. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it was in this state. Was it in New York or something? When did you live in New York?
I was in New York in the early 2000s, but we would have met before then because I was playing with Hans Zaraki and Zach Borden. We had a trio.
Mm-hmm.
And so we would play at, I think we did some Pickathon festivals, that early incarnation of Pickathon.
I think I did the first or second.
Yeah, I think we were on,
Me and Dirk.
yeah.
Oh.
We played the first one. There was a
You played the
goat in the
first
back. The Dirty Martini did. There was a goat backstage.
Oh
with
wow.
us. Do you guys
Love
remember
that.
this?
No,
No, I don't remember
Yeah.
the goat.
That's how I described Pickathon. It was like,
yeah.
there was like a backstage goat. Every backstage should have a goat, and they did.
That's funny. There should be a masseuse and a goat. I don't know what the goat's for though.
We might have been at the Moon. It might have been one of Johnny Connolly's sessions at the Moon.
I don't know.
I don't know,
Maybe.
yeah.
What about you? Where'd you meet Casey?
I don't remember. I mean, it was just in the scene, in the music scene here in Portland.
Yeah.
But I don't really know. I mean, I'm sure we've shared tons of shows over the years, and
Hmm.
but I can't really remember.
I think we've always just known him.
I grew
Casey
up
and
knowing
Tracy.
you. I just didn't know I knew you. That's what it was.
So,
We all ended
so
up in the right place.
what you gonna do?
We're gonna play a song called "With Kitty I'll Go." It's a traditional song. I thought it was English, but it actually turns out it's an Irish song.
Oh.
And I first heard it from the English singer Norma Waterson, who just passed away last week. And her and her husband Martin Carthy and her daughter Eliza had a band called Waterson Carthy that put out
Oh,
some
yeah.
beautiful
I remember
records
that.
in the 90s, and this was a song on there. And the trio I was talking about with Zach and Hans, we recorded this song on it was sort of for a record that never came out, and then it actually was on one of those Pickathon live compilations, a
Oh.
version of us doing it. And then it came out on a record of mine called Memory Against Forgetting. Anyway, but I've barely thought about this song for maybe 10 years. And it's a very kind of odd song about a gentleman who is looking for a wife, apparently. And seems to be the strategy of that, which is in the last verse, is to grow a beard that's a mile long and then shake it.
That's so interesting.
That's my interpretation of the lyrics, anyway.
So when we see somebody with a super long beard, because these days it's very like, a lot of people have really long beards. They're just wife searching.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's a courtship
Value
ritual.
of a long
Yeah.
beard. I love it.
Anyway, but yeah, I watched some videos of Norma and Waterson Carthy singing it, and just thought, oh, we should do that song again. And then when we were talking about a song, it seemed like a cool one to do. So
I love it. I love it so much.
Kitty, I'll go for a ramble over the mountains wide, where the blackbirds nest in the bramble, in a place where the eagle glides. All in some lonesome valley, birds of evening nest, me with my prayers would mingle for the sun to hurry west.
That was so fun.
Right.
A mile long beard.
A mile long with
Love
whiskers unkempt and unshaven.
So
So it reaches
good.
a mile in a span.
All right, we'll get Casey back.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Casey.
Casey. I was gonna quickly just mention that Dean Sweets,
Yeah,
and then turn it over to you.
sounds good.
Our other fine product sponsors, wonderful folks, Dean's Sweets, yummy, yummy. I first met Dean Bingham, I don't know, many years ago in Boston. They are out. Dean is from Portland, Maine, the other part of the country, and he would frequently come to my shows with a box of truffles that he made. And they were always amazing. And then he and Kristen, his wife, they started a company and they called it Dean's Sweets. Like, actually their friends would tell them, this is a hobby, but you need to start a business. So they did. Anyway, they make wonderful stuff. And thank you guys for being part of our show. And I'm sure that Chris is going to put the link up in the comments so you guys can check them out. And it's all yours.
All right. I second all of that emotion. How good Dean Sweets are. This is a song that two interesting things I find about it. First of all, this guy named Don Dixon, who's known as the producer for some REM. Do you know Don Dixon? Do you know who that is? He accidentally named this song because I was playing a show with Tony, and I can't even remember where it was. Somewhere on the East Coast, I think.
It was the Neighborhood Theater in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
He opened the show.
He opened the show. And afterwards, he came up and asked about this song called 20 Slivers, and I hadn't named it yet. And I was like, oh, that's it. That's the name. And so when I first recorded the song, it was like very slow and very sad. And when I brought this song to a wonderful producer I worked with in town named Keith Schreiner, we put out 2 albums together that are more in the trip hop and electronic bass and drums realm, and he kind of helped me find a kind of an angrier place where it was. And I found that once you dial in the exact right emotion, everything else dials in. Pitch, phrasing, and it was so easy to sing, and sometimes it's just like finding the right groove of the song, something different than you first came to on your own. That's what's so good about working with different producers. So when I play this acoustically, I sort of mix both versions. And here it is, it's called 20 Slivers. So I get sad and mad. Thank you. It's not very Valentine's-y.
Oh, I've got one even less Valentine's.
You do
right
have one
now.
less Valentine's-y.
This is the anti-Valentine song of the night, I believe. Because why not? I was just gonna mention a couple of folks that threw some comments out. Dean Bingham from Dean Sweets says, "Huge thanks for the Dean Sweets shout out. Love you playing, and it has been many years since I've been following you. Come back east when you can. Always have chocolate." One thing I forgot about them is they use all like local stuff, local ingredients. They really support Maine
That's good.
folks, which is really cool.
We should connect them with Hans and Colleen.
That's right.
How has that not happened
I
yet?
don't know.
Maybe they're
Maserati,
connected.
Colleen, maybe they are. This is called Another Man. Not a happy song, but it was cathartic to write. I know you've been with another man, though you say I'm wrong. Tell me what you've been up to, where you've been so long. I know you've been with another man, you ask me for my proof. You tremble when you spit your lies, pass them for the truth. I know you've been a long time gone now, but this cut still burns and bleeds somehow. I know you've been with another man, your ways are telling me. You fly right by my waiting arms, fly right by. And now you've been with that other man, who do you prefer? Who's the one that fills you up and makes your black heart stir? I know you've been a long time gone now, but this cut still burns and bleeds somehow. You circle round and round the truth, your alibis are none. You say you'd rather eat your tongue than tell me what you've done. Don't bother with that grisly tale, for me the picture's clear. In 3 days' time I'll be gone without a single tear. I know you've been a long time gone now, Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Happy little ditty. We're gonna get Casey back out. I'm gonna go get
The
Liam,
kid?
the kiddo.
You know, Casey, I never really asked how we should introduce you. How should we introduce you? I'm going to ask you right now, right here.
Man of letters.
There we go, man of
Yeah.
letters.
Mhm.
I think of you as a musicologist because you are just this vast, you have such a huge amount of information on the history of so many different players and how it's fed you. And if you ever taught a class, I would be like front and center.
All right.
That's what I was gonna talk about that.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was gonna remind you to talk about it.
What do you have
'Cause it was
coming up?
fitting.
On the 24th of this month, I'm opening, playing as a duo. Myself and Chet Leister are opening for Chuck Prophet at the Doug Fir. Chuck
Awesome.
Prophet and his band, the Mission Express, on the 24th of February. And that's the next thing on the books.
Great.
Yeah.
Have you spent this pandemic? What have you done? Is that funny?
That's good. Well, of course, yeah, it's good.
Did some hanging out, watched some Netflix. Did a number of live streams. My band, the Norway Rats, we've recorded a record, which is like in the final stages of being mixed right now. Like tomorrow
Exciting.
might be the day that we have it all
Oh my god.
Hey.
Really?
buttoned up, and then it gets mastered a little while
Wow.
after that.
Bow on it.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Drink to that. Cheers.
Cheers.
I left my drink in the other room, but
Well, cheers to you and your new
I'll
record.
catch up. Yeah, there's that thing that happened. I mean, it was suddenly having time
Yeah.
that I didn't have. I'd been working so much and touring so much that suddenly being forced to stop, I wrote a lot of songs, which more than I had done since I was in my 20s.
Oh wow,
It
that's
was,
great.
it was just sort of
You had the space.
I had the space.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's awesome.
that's great.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
an upside to something with a lot of downsides. But I was thinking about it because a lot of the reason for that is also that there's a back cabin at our house that was being run as a guest house, and it became my music space. And I realized I hadn't had a dedicated music space like that
Oh, that's
almost
really
ever in
interesting.
my life.
Wow.
And I mean, you guys have such a beautiful space downstairs, where you just like you walk in and you're like, oh, I can
This
be
is
creative here. Like there's a
Right.
piano, there's amps, there's guitars. You just are like, okay, here we go. And that's sometimes a hard thing to create in life.
It's true.
Yeah, and really really invaluable.
What's that name of the album?
It's going to be called Sending Up Flares.
Sending Up Flares.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Cool. Sending Up Flares.
Can I hear your C chord? We're gonna finish the show off with a Townes Van Zandt song. Well, I think we did this once a year and a half ago or something. Yes.
I just wanted to mention that I have a single coming out tomorrow.
Nice.
It's a
Yes,
Velvet Underground
right.
cover called "I'll Be Your Mirror." That it's going to be out on all the streaming platforms, and that's it. I just want to make mention of it. I
That's
forgot to mention.
Excellent thing to mention.
Yeah.
Liam, when's your next show?
What do you have going on besides school tomorrow
wait a
morning?
minute. Can I just
bright and early?
show folks one thing that I think is very interesting?
Oh, it's so cool. We were trying to clean up.
This thing is about
Legos.
30 pounds, and it's a great way to store Legos, I think. It's just a block solid of Legos.
It's so let's do it.
It's like,
Oh my god.
actually, it's a Rubik's Cube. You have to get them all one color on one side. Good luck.
Yeah.
It's like a
It
piece
took
of,
you guys a while to get this far.
It took a long time to get
The
that
first,
far.
the conversation that led to this was, if we put all of the Legos together, how much space would it take? Because we have so many Legos. Just out of shot. Just out of the shot.
In fact, part of that reason is my manager who's helping out tonight. I want to send
Oh, yeah.
thank you out to
For all
Chris
the
Webb.
Legos.
Thank you so much for helping with the chat room there. I wish I could say it's us. That would be us really splitting our brains and ourselves to chatting as much as he's doing. Thanks to Media Campus.
Yes.
For dealing with the stream and
the sound and lighting and everything.
Thanks, guys. You're in there in Liam's room. Thanks to Casey.
Thanks to Casey Neill.
Guys.
Thanks to Dean's Sweets and Balboa Wines. And thanks to Towns Van Zandt for this song we're about to do. And if you, sorry to keep talking here, but
we're so close.
So close.
3-4 times, so close.
If you feel you would like to support the show, we've got the tip jar, the donations links, all right there. So feel
and there's
free.
one
we
more
won't
thing.
Say no.
Just kidding. You ready?
I think I'm close. So here we go. Sing along if you can.
If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me for to ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas for to ease your pain. Well, the night's forlorn and the morning's born. The morning shines with the lights of love, and you'll miss sunrise if you close your eyes, and that would break my heart in two. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me for to ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas for to ease your pain.
Baby's with me now, since I showed her how to lay her lily hand in mine. Who would ill agree? She's a sight to see, a treasure for the poor to find. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me for to ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas for to ease your pain. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me for to ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas for to ease your pain.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you so much.
This is Thursday Nights Live.